Tell me something about your experience with Poetry Africa. I know you were there. Was it last year or the previous year?
It was that other
2019?
Hey, you're actually provoking something there. At least I've healed a bit.
Yo, imbuzo yami, guys.
Yes. Not getting has gone through a lot, ne?
Yeah. Zonlandela imihla ngemihla kofanele ligcine nihayile ziyobukeleka phansi. Kuyothatha isikhathi ukuba ihlonipheke nokubeka ukudla etafuleni ngazo kuyothatha iminyaka. Kodwa nifanele ukudika ibala kofanele nigcine nihayile kuyofanele nisuthise imphefumulo. Noma sebekuphikisa uzobatshela ukuthi izinkondlo ziyaphilisa. Asinibingelele ke siphinde sinamukele kwesinye seziqephu kaSeason 2 Izinkondlo Ziyaphilisa. Today I'm very happy. I'm very happy. My guest of honor, guys. Is Luleka Mhlanzi. Ngina lapha sinawo 15 years manje sazala abantu sebezobona iminyaka yethu mfethu. I'm really happy, I'm really grateful to have umatasa ke lo muntu kade ngifuna ukuhlala naye ngosizi wami ngamcenganga ngamthola wathi uyephi ubhizi lo muntu lo siyibona sibakhulu ukuthi asivakashele namhlanje igama lakhe Luleka Mhlanzi Miss Confiscated Identity. Sabona do.
My strength lies in the shadows of my being, the fading confidence in the collage of my spirit borrowed a voice of a bird that couldn't sing. I am burdened by the yearn of gathering architects of the cosmos to assist my confused hands draw a line between breath and dust, to remind me in my lazy days that the world is running out of time. You can only describe yourself using one word because detail shortens the storage of their attention span. Let them know you for who they think you are. Forget not to keep your belongings in the envelope between your lungs. Keep your clothes to yourself. And stop defining moments through personality so that memories can remain memories and not as a reflection of the being remembering. The black man has a portion of respect for a body part, inherited from a spirit that reincarnates good energy. A pattern of similar time frames hang on the naive walls of history from victories of the past. The story of a black man has become a song, a nice melodious tune with words fading in the air. It is difficult to live and grow in a changing world and be expected to remain the same. Before the machine gun roared, sharp spears were ready to poke the enemy because the eye had already led the heart of the master astray. Instead of securing the sacred treasure we hold, we destroy it. Unaware, we curse the God who they told the black man to pray to. In fact, the slave was supposed to pray for the deliverance of the master. If not, tell me, why is it that the God you pray to does not recognize you? Why do you need to remind them of who you are and what you want, or remind them to do with you that which they had planned to when they created you? You who would rather appreciate a picture of the beauty of nature over nature. I sometimes lay in my comfort zone and wonder, why would that God be so afraid? Thank you. How are you doing?
There's something you said. Never judge personalities through what you said.
Never judge moments through personalities. Yes.
Yeah. You're talking about the creation of people being created. Okay. Who are those people?
I'm actually talking about us, black people, and the God that we pray to and how it's indlela esikhanyiselwe ngayo yabo nale imfihlo lezi nathi esigcina sesiyitholela thina mangabe sishona khona encwadini sifundisisa yabo. So yeah, so if then you mention creation, I'm basically talking about us and what our belief system is and how we are actually supposed to be in tune to the God that we pray to, but we don't know. So we are off tune in that way.
Yeah. That is a very for some people it's a sensitive topic.
Yeah, I'm very much aware.
Yeah, for some people.
Yes.
For some people.
Yes.
For some people it's a complicated topic.
It's quite controversial.
It's controversial.
You know? Life is controversial, so.
When you go pay, life is controversial.
Okay, with regards to what specifically?
To the beliefs.
Okay. Maybe ask me who I think God is.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. It's a very interesting question because I don't think we can ever be able to label God.
Yeah.
I don't think we can, because if then we put a label on who and what the God idea is, ngathi siyayilimit yabo sizoyibiza ngalokho kuphela ekubeni I feel like it's a supreme, it's a huge energy, and Leo energy, I trust it so much, looking at the beauty of the plants, the beauty of the trees, the beauty of the fish, of the animals, and the beauty of us. Everything is just super complicated. We are all just different worlds. So that energy that made this possible, is that energy. I call it the supreme energy, I call it the high power, because I feel like there can't be like one specific term, but it's out here.
I think there's a song by Wizkid featuring Damian Marley.
Okay.
There's something he said about giving praise to the high power that created life.
You see what I mean?
Exactly. And when I listened to the poem you just shared, and I just thought of that song, because sometimes when we talk about that, we tend to limit ourselves. Starting uNkulunkulu khona yonke indawo. uNkulunkulu khona yonke indawo. Okwazi ukuyilimit. Usho exactly ukuthi mawusuthi wena uNkulunkulu ukuthi shuthi wena usuhleli kulokho.
Yes.
Shuthi nje
So uyilokho kuphela. Yeah, that's actually what I was trying to explain.
People don't know ukuthi ngikwazi kudala ngani. But the corner story we share almost every year around this time.
Yes.
Remember you went
I
to
shared too.
Grandson as festival. Yes, banganga. Bethenze phela ukuthi manje.
Yeah.
Bakubethe kunalokho. Well, uyakhumbula ama lyrical voices?
Yes. How can I forget?
Luleka Mhlanzi.
Luleka Mhlanzi, usithembile gwala, usinenhlanhla Zulu.
Uthanda bese.
Hey, tulisikanda.
Khona umuntu ongambalile wayenokucula lapha ya. Yena nihamba ngayo. Uphiwo
wafika ke lyrical voices ingasekho. Yes, Uphiwo usithembile was interested in her voice. She shared one of the song. I'm not sure if it was a cover or it was a song. Poetry station, and then he was like, yo, khona lo sisengimzwile. Was this recording, and then they created a production together, and there was after lyrical voices.
Kodwa bayenza labana omunye bacula baphambana bahambisana ngathi.
Yes. Magic.
Kusafanele ngimthole usithembile.
Impela impela.
Kusafanele ngimthole abuye azohlala. Welu abantu phela bazuthi wena nje. Mina nje ngangazi ukuthi uLuleka wasendumisi. Ngoba phela ngangazi nanhlanje ngazi nje mina ngazele. Mina ngangazi nje ufunde duty wena wasendumisi. Owapho lo?
Uma wami unomuzi eMbali eJ eMaritzburg, yes. Endaweni ekuthiwa yiKwamaqinasi.
Kwamaqinasi.
Yes.
Yeah, egaqinwa for sure.
Should the spirit sesendiya uMaqinasi oniston. Sasa lakuthina kwakuyindiya oniston ngithi lezaindawo lezi kahle nje indawo esesikomplace yabo omazakhela lokho ukuthi sesiloku sihlushwa ngama-house number amasha njalo after 5 years. Yabo but yeah, ngiqhamuka endaweni kanjalo.
Ngiyayithanda impendulo yakho mawuthi uma unomuzi ayisho kusafanele ungiphekele.
Lude sinesikhathi singakanani?
Ya mina nginga mase ngibona ukuthi ayisiyahamba ngikutshela mina. Nafuna abantu bakwazi mina.
ungipreferile.
Mangithi uhambo lude.
Lude. Hey, madoda. Mfethu kahle oma ababanga nalikhaya yabo. Ugogo wami waba nabantwana abaningi nje kubantu abahlukahlukene, so ubengena umuntu obehlele endaweni eyiwani yabo, wayemuntu nje waye free spirited, ngithanda ukumchaza kanjalo. Ugogo wami ngiyamthanda.
She was a free soul.
Yes, so in that way, unfortunately, no zama komnotho ke solokhu sabantu abamnyama naye umuntu wesifazane kungabi lula ukuthatha ubeke etafuleni kubonakale, so bebengenalo ikhaya ngaleyo ndlela, kangangokuthi uma wami wakhuliselwa kwesinye isibongo nje kwaMjoli Emzimkhulu. Emzimkhulu wafika nje ima wafike ingane encane nje Emzimkhulu kwaMjoli kwamkhulu owayehlekisana nogogo kushuthi bethembisana ukuthi bazofakana esithenjini ngoba uMjoli wayenesithembu. So ugogo ke wayesayintombi ke kodwa ngaleso sikhathi so ugogo enomntwana umama. Uyabona umkhulu ukuthi asimthathele umntwana siyombeka ekhaya, so wakhuliswa ugogo lo ogane uMjoli. So sakhula kanjalo nathi nje sazalelwa ngaleko replay nathi siwoluleka sitshela ukuthi nje saba kaMjoli hayi masithola cha saba kaMhlanzi ngoba nje alikho ikhaya ngembiza uMjoli uma wami wayembiza nje yes, but naye kwaphinde wayilungisela izinto zakhe. So ngiqhamuka esimene sikanjalo, ngiyasihlonipha sona kodwa nje kuyisimo esithanda ukuba maxhaphesha mangingabeka ngegama mhlambe elikanjalo.
Uhlala nayo mama? Yes,
uyangisiza ukuthi ngikhulise ingane zami kunzima mfethu.
Ngiyayithanda ke leyo somfaka kuyona manje.
Ngihamba uthanda indaba.
Wena umsebenzi wami.
Ufuna indaba zakho.
Offset, I said to her, there are some questions I'm going to ask permission from you. I wanted to make sure that she's free to respond. Zinjani ingane?
Ingane
zakho?
Hayi, ziyaphila kona.
Namkhumbula ukwanga?
Yes.
Nobani?
Umila.
Kwanga nomila.
Yes, ziyaphila. Currently zinobaba wazo Emzimkhulu ekhaya. Ngoba phela siyalekelelana la kwi-parenting business ukuze sizokwazi ukuthi siphile sonke. Yabo nami ngikwazi ukuthi ngize kwinkondlo ziyaphilisa.
Vele phela-ke mfethu ubambisana kulungile futhi kuhle lapho uhambe ngesimanso ukuthi umuntu naye manje madasa phela ukukhulisa ingane akona umsebenzi womuntu oyedwa.
Thank you.
Nami ngiyayimgadi
Thank you.
Ngiyayimgadi uma ngisemayibhizinisi uma ngihlale nje naye weekend yonke enza konke.
Futhi nje kungaze lokhu unika umqhele ngento kusekufanele vele uyenze into leyo. Sewungabongwa phela nje nge-effort ngoba abanye abakwenzi kodwa hayi ngathi isicoco sento bekungafanele ukuthi uyenze.
Mhlambe ke ulokhu mina ngikwazi usuhlala noma uhlala Emzimkhulu. Ngiyakubala lokho okuhlala kwasekuqaleni kuya kaMjoli.
Nje le ndawo.
Ngisho mina ukuhlala ke manje ngoba phela mina ngazi ukuthi uhlala Emzimkhulu. Nabo labo unokwanga nomila no baba. Usubuyele emva.
Mfethu hayi ngezimo zempilo ngicabanga ukuthi ngoba sisempilweni futhi la empilweni uhambo lude futhi mosoze wabona ukuthi kunohambo. Ezinye zezimo nami ke ezangifica zangidecidisa zangikhipha ke esimeni saleyo commitment esikhuluma ngayo, hayi ngokungahloniphi nangokungathandi ubuhle bomndeni wami ekade nginawo uhlangene ngayo, kodwa ngezimo zokuzibheka nawe ukuthi uphatheka kanjani uma ngabe kukanje, nangokubuka ukuthi uma siya phambili sihamba indlela efanayo yini, uyabona. So ngabe sengibona lapho sengibeka nasesikalini wayisho uBrian ngabona ukuthi ngeke angikhwezele lo mlilo walolu lwami uhamba okungcono. Siyobona ngendlela ngoba inkinga kulomhlaba esiphila kona sengaze ngabona mina ukuthi kunezinto sekuyiplane wena bese kube nezinto zempilo nje zenzekala. So angeke ngikwazi ukuthi ngisho ngithi mhlawumbe hayi akusophinde ke kwenzeke lutho kodwa ngenxa yakho ukuthi asazi yabo asazi nje ugcineni kosuku but engikuveza njengamanje ukuthi cha impela I'm going through a breakup akwehleli mina ngedwa ngiyazi so yeah ngicela ukuthi nje ngihloniphe lokho nje ukuze vele nokuthi ngiyamhlonipha naye lo break up naye hayi ngoba engasabalulekile.
One thing I've always respected about you indlela o articulate ngayo izinto
but you need gift of the gab
from way back Luleka. I know ukuthi njalo uma ngizokhuluma nawe indlela ozongiphendula ngayo fanele ngiyihlele mina futhi wena ngiyazi uma ungiphendula noma uzongiphendula straight forward but indlela ozokusho ngayo ngiyazi ukuthi uhlezi uzo ngendlela ethile lokho kokubiza ukum-understand umuntu understand. Ongitshele something, how is your relationship with your mother?
Currently I'd say it's a good one, but it's taken a toll, and I think it took also for the bomb to explode for us to start afresh, because you understand, yes, you understand ukuthi as a youth, especially manje thina sibe ile youth efuna ukuyihlola nje kahle impilo ukuthi kwenzani la yabo, so sigcina sesibheka mhlawumbe namaphutha enziwe nabazali kusikhuliseni nendlela nawo ubona ngayo izinto yabona indlela nje odecide ngayo uzugcina usublame nomzali ukuthi why ungangichazelanga ngokuthi why ungangitshelanga kahle ngokuthi wangifihleli ukuthi nokuthi. So I think it was just that and other personal things nami engangifighta nazo ngifighthelwa umhlaba nami ngingenziwe lutho understand ngabe. So I think also nalezo zinto lezo ebezing affect and feel engathi she's not much there ngaleyo ndlela kanti besingafundisananga i-affection kwasekuqaleni mhlawumbe naye ngendlela ayikhuliswe ngayo because at some point naye she was once a street kid yabo, so une background hectic kanjalo. Yes, so understanding yonke leyo nto though it took ukuthi kube ne-explosion ukuthi sibe nomzuzu engeke ngikwazi ukuthi ngiyujabulele mangawa-announce ukuthi waba kanjani. Siyazi sonke siyaxabana nabazali emakhaya but kwaba umzuzu onganambitheki kahle, but what I like ukuthi after that so too we came together because nami as ingane nginamaphutha omsangano nami ngingaka-understandi ungayiqondi impilo yabona, but ukubuyisana lokho yabo every day ubona ukuthi senze effort uyavuka uyocheck omunye sibingelelane into ekade zingenzeke ekuqaleni mhlawumbe bekwenziwa nomsebenzi because beyisecurity eshayo 6 to 6 mhlawumbe ngihambe ngaye esikoleni ngiyobuya usezohamba yabo into kanjalo ukuthi beyingekho leyo bonde kangakho noma kuthiwa sihlala sobabili yabo. But yeah, my relationship with my mother currently is a relationship engayifiselana nombani noma wakhe because we get to share izinto general. She's an open-minded person, independent mother nje osho ukuthi lokhu kuyilokhu lokhu kuyilokhu, non-judgmental person, you can talk to her anytime type of person. So I like the efforts that we've made to show love towards each other yabo. So yeah, that's the relationship.
Is it something you wish could have happened earlier?
Yes, yes.
Are you fine with it happening now?
I can appreciate it now, but looking at Nami how wounded I've been, I would wish it happened earlier. But understanding things nempilo nezinye izinto esingenayo power of zona, it's okay. I'm not complaining.
In communication, when I teach group communication, when there's conflict within people communicating in a group, one of the stages is confrontation.
Yes.
Confrontation.
Yes.
Uvukseni emsebenzini usecretary niyahlinelana na.
Yabona?
Uzosebenza kanjani? Every morning the first person you contact and zwani naye, how do you survive?
Yabona.
So in a way really grateful because you have reached the stage and at least now you are seeing the fruits.
Yes.
At least something is happening. Does she support you with the amounts?
Yes. I told you about my breakup. So when I spoke to the father of my kids, ngacela ukuthi sibe ngakumini ngani yabo, because phela kumele ukuthi nibe naleyo consensus. Everything must be fair. Hayi ukuthi ngimphuthe ingane kuba ngathi ezami ke manje ngedwa ngoba nakusesikhathini type of thing. Yes. And he has like an equal share. Mayikhumbula ingane zakhe ukhumbula ingane zakhe. If I need to be busy, I need relief type of thing yabo. So it's a thing that I thoroughly made sure we communicate, and also not to have any bitterness towards us, because we have kids to parent, and this energy is going to the kids as well. We are both being a spiritually aware person as well. So you must look into izinto ezikanjalo. So yeah, my mother is helping me so much with raising the kids. Yes, and because there's like a lot of pressure. It's 2 kids, 2 boys. I'm a toddlers. Busy. Okay, Yvonne.
And you're mentioning something very important here. What would be your advice to a young woman like yourself in a similar situation where she has broken up with the father of her kid or kids, and you know some people banayo lento ukuthi ingane yami lengizombamba ngayo yabo naye lo mhlawumbe ungagcine egekile mhlawumbe. There are people we age group yethu who are in that predicament alizweka manje ngoba sikhuluma nje, and ngikubuza lokho ngoba ngikuzwa wena indlela lento oyitheklisha noyihandlisha ngayo. So I know mina ngiyena umuntu othi mawusho into ngithi mina I understand. I would never understand how you feel.
Yeah.
The only thing I need to do is listen to you venting out. I would never understand your feelings. So my equation is based on your own experience, and people who go through isn't fun. In as much as the situation would be similar, but how we go through a situation would not be the same. What would be your... I don't know if it's an advice.
I think I would say, first of all, listen to your body. You know how you are feeling, and that's probably the reason why you stepped out of the relationship. You know how you are feeling. I wouldn't encourage ignoring emotions. Go through the downfall, but just don't think. Don't think though. Don't think. Don't allow negative energy to consume you. But don't ignore your emotions, because they catch up with you in triggers later. So I would say go through it, but also keep in mind that the child belongs to you both. Whether the father or the mother has hurt you, no matter how far it has gone, the child is still for both of you and belongs to both of you, and both of you have a responsibility to create path for the child to still have both their parents. So I would say keep that open mind, and also if you feel like you've thoroughly healed or still on your journey of healing but you see some progress, also try to let go of the emotional debris, and try to be open-minded so that you can parent the kid properly. You know, you can still take a picture as a family with the kid on a kid's birthday together, and you know, it's fine. Maybe, fella, I'm not trying to pressure anyone into that kind of open-mindedness, but I'm just saying, Uguti, if you are not holding any grudge and you don't have any knot in your heart, for the child, the child is turning 5 years, you can have a family picture where a child has mom and dad in the picture, and it's a beautiful picture, and you've separated. It's okay.
Young and just cool man, what impact has it had on your poetry? I'm saying that because the title alone, guys, Confiscated Identity. I bought the book. I bought the book. People must buy. What impact does it have?
Okay, first of all, I just want to put it out that I don't write about what I don't know. I cannot. I write about what I truly feel, even if it's something that doesn't affect me directly, but I must have a certain feeling or a certain opinion on that thing for me to write about. Other than that, I write mostly about my personal experiences because I feel that's how anyone can mirror themselves. When I share my truest emotion, you can find solace maybe in my story, and it reflects your story, and you see that you're not the only one going through stuff. So I think that's the impact, writing about what I know and what I feel. So everything I've shared, every heart I've poured here is basically what I write about.
You remind me of Thando Fuze. There's something we spoke about and she responded exactly the same way.
Yes.
Njengokuthi nje umuntu azihamba obhala ayifake mhlawumbe ejatulweni zomunye umuntu nge-incident angakaze adlule kuyona, and only to find out that I'm seated there, part of the audience, maybe I'm still going through the same thing he's talking about, but ngiyasho ukuthi wazoyikhuluma into angayazi.
Yes.
Wazoyikhuluma.
Yazi ukuthi umkhumbuza ini anganoma ngingantshoda yini kancane khona umfowethu la ngeke ngimdalule kodwa uyongixolela mayise yibuka i-podcast ayikabi
ayikale
angiyi uyazi ukuthi wake kwayinkondlo yothando enamagama ayi-expressa uthando entombini yabo, kuyinkondlo nje esweet yabo. Wasuke kwanesifaniso sangihlupha futhi ngam-approacha nje ngambuza kahle ngaso esasifanisa esasinobudlelwane angazi ngachaza kanjani bomntwana esesiswini nomzanyana. Uyayazi depth ye-placenta. Ungangizwa kabi, ngangingayijaji ngokuthi oqala umuntu wesilisa lo, uyabona, nganginokuthi nje awuyazi lento oyichazayo, lento ofanisa nayo inkondlo emnandi kanje. Angisho ukuthi kubi noma kukanjani, but ku-intense, ku-deep, akuyona into ongavele uchame ngayo intombi, yabo. So i-concern yami kanjalo sengisho kulezo zinto ey'kanjalo leyo ichaza ukuthi umuntu uzoyifaka ecathulweni mhlawumbe angakaze ngampela igqoke. Rather mina I feel like I'm not saying asibo uNkulunkulu weyinkondlo, I'm not saying ndakabhale kanjani, but I think bhala from your standing point. Lungile mhlawumbe uyayibuka lento iyenzeka, angazi, for it to be as true as possible, bhala from where you are. Ukuthi lokhu kungenza ngizizwe kanje, lokhu engikubonayo noma lokhu kwenzakalayo, but ke singeke safinyeza bakithi ipeni, uyabona nomuntu asuke ekuphathisiwe. Yes.
Please tell me about the title of your book. I'm really interested. The title.
Confiscated Identity.
Please unpack.
First of all, to confiscate is to put away for security reasons. Esikoleni ngake nganenkinga ngangiphaphile esikoleni.
Khuleleka maqhingazi.
Yes. Sidlala music efonini yabo, angazi abanye eclassini babhizi ngani. Me and my friend we like singing ingoma so loud yabo, siyilalela kanje efonini sajabulela ama-V360 yabo. Lalela music nje siuculela phezulu kanti the deputy principal is watching us from the window yabo. And then avela ngene azothatha amafoni ethu, and then wayo-confiscate ukuthi uma usewathola mangabe sesilande abazali sizobachazela ngale nangoke kade siyenza. Yes. So to confiscate is to put away.
Yeah.
For particular reasons though, yabo, but originally in the dictionary, but for security reasons. So mangithi identity la encwadini ngibhale yonke lemicabango le engithi mangihleli nawe kanje ngikhuluma nawe ngingakutsheli yona, yabo. Lokho esingakusho lo okuyikona indlela osukuzizwa ngayo ngempela,
kodwa ngingakuvezi
ngezimo ey'ningi futhi ukuthi awazi ukuthi uzo-reacta kanjani lo muntu, noma kuzoba kanjani, noma uzophatheka kanjani, noma ku-right noma kuyashani. Yabo.
Tell me something about the involvement yakho, because I know you are an advocate for change. I know you involve yourself kakhulu on you have involved and you're still involving yourself on youth related programs. So tell me about your experience on that and the impact it has on these thoughts. You maybe interacting with various types of young people in different spheres of life.
Okay. In most, I must say.
I'm sorry to disturb. I remember you once invited me, Zinkondlo. Is it Inland? Is it shopping center? Gallery?
A gateway.
Yes, a gateway.
Yes. Oh, that was under Port of Art, yes. Because I say, this is literally the first interview to ask me about that part of my life. Yes, most interviews I get.
You heard it here first.
Most interviews I get, they ask me mostly about my writing, my whatever. Hardly ever it's been asked. So I think it shaped my open-mindedness. Yeah, because I think that is where, because ngaqala ngisase high school, go grade 9 type of thing. I was just that child who wanted to be involved in so many things, and it took its own toll level. So I think what helped is to be in spaces. You are out of your formal space or your normal space. To a campsite. In that way, even as a Zinkondlo, you are in a totally different sphere. So there, you would be taught about how to live together as cross-cultural. We don't have to agree into the same spiritual direction, but we can agree into something, we can build type of thing. So I think it has taught me that, and also to socialize. I feel like I'm a very intelligent person socially. I know where to draw my line, and also you ask for permission all the time type of thing. You respect someone's space. So I think it opened my mind to and also to the certain part of oppression that we experience in your own culture. But when you come out of that space, you try to question your life. Okay, what resonates with me? So you are able to check yourself in that way. If you respond like this in life, type of thing. So that organization space, lucky enough, facilitate. I got to train a lot of young people and see them. And see them impactful now. So yeah, I think I've answered your question.
Yeah, and Mawutona, you are very intelligent in a social space. I think we're limited.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
And I believe experience yakho onayo ngempilo yakhe personal nangento osuzenzile manje through exposing yourself kuma program youth art whatever. I feel you have a lot to offer. You have a lot to offer. Abantu abanjenganga ngathi ngavele ngibakhandela ichannel ngibabeke phezulu kweSouth Africa kanje ngithi bantu abasha lalela ndaba ya bese yavela Luleka Confiscated Identity. I've asked you a lot of questions, and tell me something about your experience with Poetry Africa. I know you were there. Was it last year or the previous year?
It was that
2019.
Hey, you're actually provoking something there. At least I've healed a bit.
Yo, imbuzo yam, guys.
Yes. Not getting has gone through a lot,
Yeah.
Actually, I was approached by Usisi Spindile, who's like the current curator, manager actually, a Center for Creative Arts. On a day, I was actually very suicidal. Yes, we've gone through stuff, and I'm not saying this with a smile because it's easy, but it's because I've gone through it. I was very, very suicidal on that day because of how hectic I felt my life is and how heavy I feel like stuff is. My kids are toddlers and whatnot. It was not the fact that I was inconsiderate of my kids and denying them a parent type of thing. I was just pressured, and I felt like I couldn't offer any more of my energy. So And I felt like even my dreams, I couldn't even remember what I wanted to be, type of thing. I was just in that dark space. And then I made this contact with how I was going to get what was going to finish me quickly. And as I was just getting ready to go and find that, I got this email. I don't know what said check your emails and whatnot, and then I got this invitation for Poetry Africa, and this is like every poet's big dream.
Yes.
And then right there, when I was crying then, I think I was celebrating and just not understanding what are we doing now? Do we continue? And at that point, we laughed today, but it was a very hectic time.
Yes.
At that point, I had to make a decision, like a thorough decision on are we staying or are we leaving? So if we are leaving this behind. Of everything that I felt that I wasn't anymore, this was going to be my redefining matter, So this was my hope type of thing, and it happened, and I was like, we are not leaving. So that's why I'm currently deliberately living my life with principles, because I know I've worked to be where I am, even with myself and my emotional baggage and whatnot, because I'm still trying to learn some intelligence with emotions, because I'm very emotional. I think I'm sensitive type of person. So I got the call. And then I was going to perform in October. So this was like in July, on the 16th of July 2019. And then I stayed. I'm here today, and I went on that stage as I was trying, and I'm here.
No. Who's the lady that called you?
Spindi Leslo.
From
she is the current manager, Center for Creative Arts.
I was there on the opening night. Yes. I was there. And one thing that soothes my spirit or my heart right now is the beginning of this conversation. I was just asking questions. I never.
A lot of questions.
And basically, Poetry Africa, because I was just curious. I know everyone wants to go to that stage.
Yes.
And it might seem a conversation because we spoke about being free-spirited, the things we went through, and understanding God and
God.
Yes. Mina nje ngibonga umqondo kukho konke nalento ke le eyathi senza njani la wathena hayi ditho mntakazi ditho angisayi andithi impethu ngikhonzile wena kakhulu sazosebenza people should buy.
Please.
What do you want to say to the people?
The book is 170 rands.
Please show them again the book. I want people to see. So they should inbox you.
Yes, they can find me on my socials currently. We are still working on distribution. It's a lonely person's journey, this, or maybe not lonely, one man's journey, but I have people that are alliances, a lot of women, powerful women and men that are supporting me in this, and 2 organizations, but really self-published. So for now, you can reach it through me on my socials. I'm Luleka Mhlanzi everywhere. Yes.
Luleka Mhlanzi. Uma ubona uyayifuna ungantshela ngisho nami ngizokufaka ngikunikeze inamba yakho uyithole. And I know for people who are going to watch this episode, they're going to buy this book. And for people who are going to watch this episode, I'm requesting you to share this content, and I feel we could have stayed for 3 hours.
Yes. We have a lot of stories. Yeah. That's why we must write.
Yeah. But to get to the gist, go buy the book. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
For availing yourself to schedule Sako. Thank you for coming, we really appreciate it. And thank you guys for watching, thank you for subscribing, thank you for liking. Don't forget, don't stop, we love you.
Yes.
Zinkondlo Ziyaphilisa.
Yes.